What's up, you guys? Zoeb here from OneGlanceTrader.com, and in this video I'm really excited to be sharing my brand new TradingView indicator called the OGT Bollinger Bands Trend Indicator, and it's absolutely free. You can go pick it up in the indicator section in the public library right now, and all I ask for in return is that you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe. I'm producing more content, more indicators, more EAs, all that kind of good stuff, and more live trading because you guys want to see some more live trading. So make sure you tap that bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. Now, what I'll be going through in this particular video is how the indicator works. The indicators you can kind of see on your screen now, how you can set up alerts for all of this so you don't even need to be at the charts for when a particular indicator comes. So as with all indicators, my caveat will be is you should not be using an indicator as a sole piece. Even though this particular indicator utilizes 3-4 indicators, there are other discretionary factors like round number levels, support and resistance levels, divergence, things that aren't built into this indicator. So this indicator is kind of using 3-4 indicators and gives you a signal which is a lot better than just using just the Bollinger Bands or just moving averages, but there's still other things on there that you should also be taking into account. So please bear that in mind, because not every single signal is going to be a winning trade, and reward to risk and risk management also plays a big factor in this. So as I said, you can pick this up inside the public library. Inside there, just search for it now. It's not live now, and I'll publish it after I've done this video and when I publish the video onto YouTube. So in my previous videos, I've done 2 Bollinger Band videos that outlined the discretionary system for this particular indicator, which I've now coded. So you can go back in the description and go check out those videos as well, and I go into a lot more detail. But effectively, what this indicator does, this indicator has a long-term EMA, which is the 200 EMA, and what I'll do quickly is I've taken a screenshot of this so you guys can kind of see this, see the situation here. So it is this 200 EMA, and again, all it will go into the sections inside the second, and this determines the kind of long-term movement of this. And I've got a Euro USD, I believe it's 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, sorry, and this is kind of live price action. It's the weekend today, so you can kind of see a real-time example of some of the alerts that this indicator produces. And then we've got, as a lot of you guys know, I use Guppy's long-term moving averages. Again, I'll link inside the description what those kind of moving averages are. They're exponential moving averages ranging between the 30 EMA all the way up to the 60 EMA on there. And then we've got the Bollinger Bands, which are volatility indicator, and this is kind of helping us determine the pullback inside a trend. And what we want to do, this is a trend trading system which looks to capitalize on pullbacks of trends, and because we all know that we want to get a good deal and kind of get involved in pullbacks. These pullbacks may actually turn into reversals which go against us, which is fine, but you know, like I said, this particular indicator is utilizing a number of factors that will hopefully put the probabilities inside our favor. So the way this works, I'll just get rid of all of this stuff on the screen, and I'm going to look at this this particular arrow for now. So what it does, it gives you buy and sell signals for when you're trending. So what happens is it looks for when price for an uptrend is when price is above the 200 EMA, and what it looks for is for price to touch the bottom Bollinger Band inside an uptrend. When it does that, it looks to see if the EMAs are all still aligned, as in they're not jumbled up or joined up kind of in this section over here. As you can see, when price touches the bottom Bollinger Band here with this wick over here, you can see that the EMAs are still aligned. And then when that happens, is looking for price to cross over or close over the mid band. When it crosses over the mid band and The EMAs, and I'm not going to draw it here, I might need to zoom in slightly so you guys can potentially see that if I can zoom in on this. It's not allowing me to, but you can see here that these EMAs are still aligned in order of the trend. They're not jumbled up, and then that's what gives us a signal. So if we take, if we take another signal, let's look at this signal over here. So price is above the 200 EMA, and you can see here that price touches the bottom Bollinger Band. The EMAs are still aligned, and then on this bar here, it not only closes over the mid band but closes over the top Bollinger Band as well, and the EMAs are still aligned, and therefore gives you an up signal, and then you go off to the races. So not all signals are going to be as good as that, as you can see in the signal that we talked about earlier. If you got in here, let's just say you entered over here and put your stop loss over here, for example, then price went against you, gave you another alert for an uptrend, which again is, if you're already in a trade and you've got another alert, that's always a positive sign in my view. Goes up slightly, comes back down again, and it gives you another alert over here, and you're still in this trade. Let's just say put your stop loss over here, and then we eventually go up. So you can open another position, or you can just keep your one position open. And it may not look like in this third arrow here that all the EMAs are kind of aligning, because they're all very squished together, and obviously this is all done based on computers and maths and everything like that. So rest assured that even though they're fully compressed, they are still inside the right orders that you can't see with the kind of naked eye. So, and again, you could always hover over the EMAs, and then the numbers of the EMAs will be on the screen there, so you can double check to make sure that they are right. But they are right because it's based under a calculation that the EMAs are in a certain order. And the exact same method happens for when we're going into a downtrend. So price, so that's price there. I'm not going to draw it, I'm just going to show it to you. It's just probably easier. So you can see over here that price is below the 200 EMA, and price then comes up here, and you can't really see it because of the arrows kind of there. So let's just use this one here. As you can see on this bar over here, just trying to zoom in slightly so you guys can see what's going on. So you can see this bar here touches the upper Bollinger Band because we're down. The EMAs are all pointing downwards, all in the right order. And then you can see on this bar over here that price just closes below the mid band, and then price continues to go down. Then you've got another signal here. Price comes up, hits the upper Bollinger Band, and then on this bar price closes down, but you can see it goes down a little bit, but then continues and then starts this kind of uptrend over here. So this is where I think discretionary comes into play, because you've already got, this trend has been going on for a long time now, and I'm sure if you put the MACD on, you'll start seeing some bullish divergence on here. So again, you may have put this trade on but done a smaller position size than you probably would have done on this trade, see where the round numbers are, and all these kind of different things. So not every signal is weighted the same, but what it does do, it gives you a signal where you're in a trend and there is a pullback inside the trend. So this is what this indicator looks to do. And just inside this recent price action here, again, I'm not going to go into take profit and stop losses. They're in the Bollinger Band video as we go through some particular trade examples, but these are just some examples here of how powerful this indicator can actually be. And again, it doesn't only work on currency pairs and forex. Again, I've just got Bitcoin up over here on a daily chart. We all know what's been happening with kind of Bitcoin, and I think this will work really well for Bitcoin, especially in the bull run that it's kind of having at the moment. Of one signal has come in back in February, and if you took that signal, things would have worked out very good. So if you're looking to get into cryptocurrencies and kind of things like that, you can kind of do that, because if we even look at Dogecoin, if I can even even spell Doge, that might help. Wow, look at that. Insane. If we go to like the 4-hour chart, for example, there is no signal on the 4-hour chart. Let's go to the 2-hour chart. Anything there? Nothing. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. So even on the 1-hour chart, you had one back over here 2 days ago. What's it, 17th today? Yeah, 2 days ago on the 15th of April, you had a signal over there, and you've only really had two signals back on the 12th of April. So, you know, kind of before this kind of run up kind of happened. And now, I don't know if that's classified as a signal or not. Let me just zoom in slightly on here. I can't bother to work it out, but you know, you could potentially set an alert on all the kind of cryptocurrencies with this particular one on like an hourly or a 4-hourly kind of chart, which then will give you a nice time to get back into this kind of trend. So you can see here that this is kind of taking a bit of a pullback, but you know, there could be another potential one here to go get some more Dogecoin if that particularly happens. So I've got some money invested inside Dogecoin. You know, it's not a lot of money, but you know, at the moment I'll be looking now to capitalize on this to put some more money back into here if I get another signal bullish to the upside. But imagine if we put some more in on this particular signal. So that's kind of how the indicator works. Again, watch the Bollinger Band videos. Links are inside the description to understand more. What I want to do is just quickly go through the alerts feature and this. So if you wanted to set an alert, you want to click the settings bar of the indicator. I lied to you, that's not what you need to do. You need to click the three dots and click on add alert. And then what you want to do is you want to select the indicator, and on here you want to select on any alert function call. Then you want to keep it open-ended. I'll just set an expiration date of like some point inside the future, depending on what you've got, and then you want to either notify the app if you've got the app, send you an email, show you a pop-up, all that kind of good stuff, and then just hit create. So now we've got a signal or alert set up for anyone happening on the Euro USD chart for this particular currency pair. And then in terms of the settings, again, completely customizable. In terms of the 200 EMA and all that stuff, that's all kind of built in, and you can't change the volatility of the Bollinger Bands and things like that. But what you can do, you can change the colors of the EMAs, you can change the colors of the Bollinger Band, and you can change the color of the trend EMA. So it basically gives you kind of a sloping EMA as well, to know when it's above price or kind of below price. And if you think there's too much stuff on there and you just want to get rid of everything, and all you're really interested about is just seeing the kind of buy and sell signals on your chart, and you don't want anything else, or you just want the Bollinger Bands, or you just want the EMAs, you can kind of do that inside this. So I put everything on the chart to kind of show you how it works, how the signals occur, and all that kind of good stuff. So make sure you guys go download the script or put the script on. Make sure you like the script, like this video. I've also got the OGT trend dashboard for TradingView, which you can see on the screen now, as well as kind of my other strategies that I've got there. So, you know, really hope you like this video. Give me your feedback, let me know your thoughts, and I shall see you guys in the next video.